So, hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast, where we will be discussing the news from the week as well as previewing the 2023 United States Grand Prix. This one is actually called the US Grand Prix, despite the fact that we're going to the United States 3 times this year, and it's from Austin.
It's the OG.
So, news from this week. I've had a complete mind blank about what we talked about in the first take.
It's been 5 minutes.
I know.
Wow.
Bernie Ecclestone.
That was the
has
last
been-
piece we covered.
But it's the first one that we're covering in the retake.
Well done.
He pled guilty to being a massive fraudster, and it's almost like the FIA were trying the case. They just went, here's a fine, and we won't give you the jail.
I'd like to contest the fact that the fine was actually hefty, so it's not like
fair.
the FIA were doing it, because the FIA haven't done a hefty fine since 2007.
Yeah, that was
And even
way
then,
over
was
the
that the FIA or was that the Court of Arbitration for Sport?
I don't know.
Boom. Mic drop. Leaves.
So
to
yeah,
garlic
Bernie's a massive criminal. Other news this week: the Brawn GP docu-series has a release date of November 15th on Disney Plus. So if you want to watch that, you have to sell your soul to the mouse.
Worth it, though.
Already did it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Not
I've had
sorry.
it for a while, to be fair.
Yeah.
Loki,
The
innit?
draw of the newest Star Wars content was too much for me.
Oh, I did it for Marvel. It's gone downhill, but you know.
The FIA are looking back into Lewis Hamilton's fine at Qatar, but not to increase it retrospectively, but just because he's such a massive role model. They don't want some young Formula 4 driver copying him, despite the fact that most drivers don't cross live circuits.
Did. So,
He's set a precedent now. Everyone
Yeah.
thinks they
Yeah.
can do it.
Exactly.
everyone will. You know, soon it'll be part of F1.
And
It'd be like Logger, but you gotta dodge the F1
Yeah,
car.
like chicken. Chicken.
Daniel
Why did the
Ricciardo,
F1 driver cross the road?
to get back to the pits after crashing. Daniel Ricciardo will be back in the car this weekend, which is always good news. And is there anything else?
Belgium have extended their contract till 2025.
Yes, fantastic news.
Yeah.
We
It
will
would
be
better
staying
if it
at
was like
Spa.
2030 or something like that.
Yeah, why do
Yeah.
the good tracks get such short contracts and then Qatar gets a 10-year
Yeah.
contract? Fair.
Here comes the
Um,
money.
Is there anything else? I feel like there's something
Um,
we're forgetting.
Pirelli have extended with
Yes.
tyres.
What a joke.
Yeah.
Literally, like, the day after, or 2 days after, the Qatar GP, where nobody could go more than 18 laps on a set of tyres, Pirelli gets confirmed as
Yeah.
the sole tyre provider for Formula 1 until no earlier than 2027. Like,
Formula One.
pick your timing. Let us have a decent race where everyone's forgotten about the palaver of Qatar before going, hey, we're going to be back for the next 4 years.
Haas have announced a special livery for this weekend.
Yep, and
Red
Red Bull are running their second competition design delivery. Obviously, the third one will be for Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming Danny Rick's going to be wearing some special overalls.
Yeah. If you live in America and use American Express, you're going to get some tasty F1 perks, as that's a deal that was announced today. Sadly, none of us do, so no
Yep.
use to us.
But-
And F1 Academy have launched a new global karting series, which will be a mixed gender series, but I think it's the top 4 female drivers will get a F1 Academy test, which is good.
To start.
Yes. And then, sorry, the best 3 female drivers in the seniors category being invited to an official F1 Academy test. Because it's split into minis for ages 8 to 11, junior for 11 to 14, and seniors for 14 to 17. So it's specifically targeting young drivers. I think that's it for the news.
Sick.
There was various rumors about Perez.
Retiring.
The first one was Perez retiring.
Oh, that would be bad.
And then the other one that's come out now is if Perez comes third and Lewis comes second, then he's getting sacked. I don't believe either of them.
Red Bull have never had a Drivers' Championship 1-2, and it's something they really want. So I can kind of see it from that perspective.
Yeah, but I just can't see even that he should come second.
He should, but there's no guarantees.
There's no guarantee, but then
this is Perez.
Yeah,
right.
The gap is only 30 points. It was much wider earlier in the season. Yeah.
I still think it's like too late in the season for them to do it. Although they have a decent backup in the fact they could just promote Ricciardo and then bring Lawson in.
Yep.
We'll find out.
But yeah, that's all just rumour just now. Anyway, let's talk USGP. First point, I guess, on it. It's a special weekend in that it is the first weekend that Formula One Academy will be at a Formula One Grand Prix and is getting broadcast live on Sky Sports F1 for those in the UK. Any international viewers can find what channel is broadcasting the action on the Formula One Academy website. I'm quite looking forward to it, to be honest.
Be interesting.
It'll be good having a different support series on the grid.
Part of me just expects it to be kind of just like W Series, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I wouldn't be surprised if it is very similar.
But I don't think it'll be like W Series in that one driver wins and everyone
Marty
goes
Garcia,
with it.
Please.
Yeah, true.
And we do have 3 races rather than W Series only having 1. So there's plenty of action throughout the weekend to enjoy.
Is the support series, is it F2 and F1 Academy, or is F3 there as well?
Just F1 Academy.
F2 don't join us until the last round of the season now.
They have, Formula 3's done.
Yeah.
Formula 2 only have 1 round to go, and that's in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
So yeah, Formula 1 Academy have got the slate to themselves in terms of internationally broadcast support series.
Yeah, this is their last round as well.
This is their season finale.
Which means most viewers are going to be spending a lot of time catching up on who's good, who's got the lead in the championship, what's going on.
With the first qualifying session, it'll be interesting when they put up the driver's standings chart for the first time. Like, so that's who's winning.
It's Marty Garcia that's winning.
Not shocked.
But it was 35, had 13, 48 points.
Okay, that's a pretty cushy lead.
Yeah,
not
should win the championship.
Should, but it's not guaranteed yet.
True. So yeah, Formula One Academy are there, but in the mainstay we are a Formula One podcast, so let's talk Formula One. The Haas special livery looks quite nice. I know we mentioned it briefly during the news section, but it's pretty much just the normal Haas car, but with stars and stripes on the black section. But it looks quite smart. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
It'd be better if they had Logan Sargent in the car and then you just blast Freebird when he gets lapped or whatever.
While he gets lapped.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to overtake anyone, is he? I feel sorry for the
Not unless he outbreaks himself.
Yeah. And then you blast Freebird. Birds turn out, breaks himself. Freebird.
You just hear. I saw Freebird. You just hear. Sweet Home Alabama comes crashing in.
I think Logan deserves better than Sweet Home Alabama, though.
America.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, Logan's from Miami, isn't he?
Yeah.
Blast some Pitbull.
Yeah.
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305.
You could have Will Smith and then he just slap someone.
Apparently for no reason now as well.
Love that. God.
Anyway, Formula One. I'm looking forward to going back to Austin. It's always a fun track. The drivers seem to enjoy it. It does promote good racing, except for when Lance Stroll decides to send drivers to space. Hopefully, he doesn't do that this weekend.
Well, I mean, that's just Lance Stroll things, and he's now his teammate.
Yeah.
That would be worse if he sent Fernando to space again.
He nearly did in Bahrain. That was such a good moment.
First round, fourth turn. Bonk!
But thankfully, Lance and Fernando haven't been together on track much this season.
No, I wonder why.
That's probably the closest they've ever got.
It's hard to get much closer than that, is it?
Yeah, that's what it is. Stroll hit him in like the first round, and now he's scared. He doesn't want to go near him now.
Fernando was just waiting on him in the garage. So
The team have just put cheeky little restrictor plates on Stroll's engines.
But they only activate when he gets a bit closer to Fernando.
Variable restrictor plates.
On-off switch. But yeah, Austin is always a fun track to go to. It does promote good racing. It was the closest that we thought at the time of Red Bull losing toward the tail end of that season. We got a good fight between Hamilton and Verstappen.
I would like to mitigate that with the 11-second Red Bull pit stop that helped that.
Doesn't matter.
True.
Still happened. But he then stuck with him. It's not
true.
the case of Max just drove off into the distance. He stuck with him to the end of the race, and probably with one or two more laps would have overtaken him.
God bless Mick Schumacher.
And I expect McLaren to be in that fight this weekend as well. I think it'll be a track that will suit their car. It's quite Silverstone-esque, I would say. A lot of fast corners. And they went very well in Silverstone, so...
The quad right-hander of like the 15, 16, 17 section.
Yeah.
That's going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically turn 8 in Turkey, but in America it's 4 turns.
Yeah.
We want more corners in one. But yeah, and as we say, Daniel Ricciardo's back. Poor Liam Lawson, just as he was starting to get quite good results. Yoink! No more drive for you.
I mean, he always knew it was coming at some stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to go and race in Super Formula.
Yeah, he's got a championship to fight for.
Exactly. But yeah, it's still unfortunate to lose him. I was quite enjoying his performances. And hopefully we will see him in the grid in a full-time seat at some point soon. Shall we jump into predictions then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nia, your podium prediction, please.
Remember, it's pole position.
Oh yes, sprint weekend.
Winner and podium.
Yeah, so let's start with pole then.
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
Max.
Mm-hmm.
Richard?
Max.
Ben?
Max.
We are in agreement.
No, we're not.
Oh.
Whoa.
Sonia has said Norris.
Oh my. That is bold. Sprint winner, please. Richard.
Max.
Nia?
Max.
Ben?
Well, as much as Austin promotes Great racing. I've gone Max.
I'm gonna go Norris, actually.
You ruined it. Sonia
I
said
don't
Max.
I don't think he's going to take pole, but I think he might be in the fight for sprint pole, and then go on and win the sprint. And the podium, please, Ben.
Verstappen, Sainz, Hamilton.
Richard?
Verstappen, Norris, Piastri.
Nia?
Verstappen, Norris, Hamilton.
I'm going to go Verstappen, Norris, Russell.
And Sonia went for Verstappen, Norris, Sainz.
Bold prediction time from Ben.
I cannot wait to say that Stroll to get out of Q1. You can't tell me that that's not a bold prediction now.
No, I can't. That's the
Which
funny
is
thing.
incredible.
He hasn't got out in like what, 5 rounds, 6 rounds?
Yeah, exactly. It's incredible.
It's nuts. He's
In
on
the
terrible
rocket ship
form.
of an AM.
But it's not quite a rocket ship anymore, is it?
But
It's gone through first and second stage booster separation, and now it's just kind of lagging.
compared to the other Q1 exits,
True.
Richard?
We're gonna go Danny Rick double points.
Yeah. Nia was of great confusion there.
Yeah, I forgot about the sprint.
Nia, your bold prediction, please.
Perez qualifies higher than P6 or higher.
Now, normally that wouldn't be bold if it wasn't Perez.
Exactly.
When's he last qualified in the top 6?
Let me fact check.
This is where it's Qatar.
No.
He done it at Suzuka.
So 2 rounds.
5th.
But
Do you know what?
Question: how many times in a season has he qualified higher than P6?
Done it at Monza. So that's 2 in 4.
So are we judging it as bold?
Or do we want to
It's
tweak
right
the
on.
number?
It's on the cusp.
Where were the positions in Monza and Suzuka? Were they 5, 4?
Well, Suzuka
They
were
were fifth.
P5.
They were exactly 5th.
Okay, so if we said P5, would we be more willing
Yeah.
to accept it?
I think P5's allowable.
Okay.
P6.
Okay, so P5.
Well, no,
So
he
these
qualified
men-
P5,
Yeah.
so surely it should be P4 and above.
P5
No, because
or
if he's
higher.
P5, then he has to outqualify at least one of the Ferraris, Mercedes, McLarens.
Yeah.
So we'll allow that.
Yeah, okay, fair.
He actually has to drive the car,
Yeah.
not let the car drive him.
Insert Perez at Q1 crashing out.
I'm going to go for every driver to finish the sprint.
No sprint DNFs.
And now insert every driver retiring from the sprint.
Now insert Perez and Logan Sargent. Free
Yeah.
Yeah, we get Sargent bowling on that
Off
turn
goes
one.
Verstappen. Sergeant leads. He's the only guy left.
If they actually blasted Freebird over the PA system at that point, I'd lose it.
Did Sonia
So-
enter a bold prediction?
Sonia just does the podiums.
Okay, fair enough. Lap down showdown time. Nia.
Sergeant.
Shock.
Lap 25.
Ah!
Lap 2.
2 laps down. Ah! Okay.
What a surprise! Ben.
I don't want to go with Sargent. I will go for Kevin Magnussen on lap 31. How many laps are in the Grand Prix?
56.
Yeah, just one lap down then.
I'm gonna go Hulkenberg,
Oh.
lap 29-1.
Damn it. I put Sargent lap 28-1. Right.
Fantastic.
Predictions entered.
Do we have anything else to talk about this week?
No? I don't think
I
so.
don't believe so. Is this a double header?
Wait, one.
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
Is
So,
it a triple
it's
header?
a triple header. So, join us next week where we'll be reviewing the United States Grand Prix and previewing the Mexican Grand Prix. And then the week after, it'll be reviewing Mexico and previewing Brazil for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. But for now, thank you very much for watching the Turn 5 podcast. We will see you next time. Ta-ra for now.